Hey guys, Yusuf is back. This is the first war of a new season, season 38. We ended up in Masters last season, and we're going to try to repeat that this time. But For Loki is ready to go and firing on all cylinders. So my current streak is 25. Dream Countdown is not down to 93. So I'm starting from a good place this season, and I'm looking forward to using No Thing for this next war season. Oh wait. You're going to see I do. Anyway, so I got 5 fights this war, Path 2, Section 1, Midi Node 26, and Path 9 in Section 2. First fight is up against this America Chavez. Now, these are brand new nodes on this path. They took out Strike Counter Fury because Kabam figured out that we were just cheesing it with Thing. Thing could not die on this entire path. So they changed up the nodes. Now, drip feed, and roll with the punches. I'm not really quite sure what the hell they do. I know they place these placebo buffs on you, and there's something happens if the champ nullifies you. They get like a 10% of a bar of power or something like that. So I'm totally expecting huge power gain by any Mystic champion. Now you see here, there was a lot of power gain, and America Chavez is not always the easiest person to fight. So just to be careful, I made sure that I put on a invulnerability boost so I could take 3 special 3s. So I am taking my first one here. And also, I wanted to let you guys, hope you guys noticed that I did wait until I was at 20 rock stacks with Thing before I launched my special 2 so that I could get a guaranteed stun off that special 2. So it worked really well. All right, so I've taken 1 special 3 to the face. I've got 2 indestructible charges left, and I'm already up to a special 2, and I'm just going to launch it, and this pretty much does it. So she is down. America Chavez, no problem. This node was really, really easy. All right, so the next node, they also replaced it with Strike Out of Fury, so with something called Combat Deja Vu. Now, again, I don't know what the hell it does, but it doesn't really impact me too much because it's whenever the attacker, I guess, lands a debuff on you, something happens. But Arcus really isn't going to be gaining too much power in this. I'm not too worried about this. But Arcus does have tenacity, which sucks. So it makes it really hard to parry him into a stun. So you're gonna see here, I'm coming right off of that America Chavez fight, and I'm thinking, well, you know, that pushing her to special 3 worked really well. So why not do it again? So you're going to see here that I do push him to a special 3 because I know I can eat it. It's not going to be a big deal, and he's going to be pretty much down anyway. I'm not playing Rincha to the best of my ability right here. I haven't gotten him into the corner and rooted him. I'm launching special 2 without a whole lot of ruptures on him, so really not doing the best gameplay against this Argus anyway. So I'm at 100%. I hit him, push him to a special 3. He's at 38%. I'm going to eat this. It's not going to do any damage. Feeling really confident. I mean, I've got 2 more charges left. I'm going to be able to beat this guy no problem. All right, so I come out of special 3. Again, tenacity, not able to parry him. He's got me up against the wall. Uh-oh. Now I'm almost to a special 3. I lose my indestructible charges. I launch my special 3, and this should take him down most of the way. I still feel pretty confident. I'm at full health. Arcus really isn't that difficult, and if I'm playing semi-good, he's going to go down with not a death. All right, so he launches this special 1 right away, charge back into him, and I hit my root. I start throwing my lights into him, try to get those roots up. He launches a special 1 at me. It's going to end my root, and I'm going to launch my special... Oh, I'm not even launch special 2. He goes down, no problem. All right, so next node is node 26, Hazard Shift, Shock, Bleed. They did not change this node from last season. It is against Ebony Maw. I generally hate fighting Ebony Maw. I don't know why. He's really not that difficult, especially if you're using a Science Champion. I did place a Guidance boost with my White Mags, so the Conflictor is not going to be an issue. I'm going to be able to parry him without worrying about it. And because the thing is Shock, Bleed, Immune, this is pretty much a regular Ebony Maw fight, just a little bit more beefy. Okay, so I tried to parry him first couple times. Didn't happen. I wasn't able to distract him or stop his focus. So the ticker on the left is starting to climb up. I just do have to remain cognizant of when he reaches multiples of 20 and I have Falter on me not to hit him. So I wait till those end off. He's going down pretty quickly. I'm almost to my special 2. I'm going to try to launch those as much as possible. I did not build my rock stacks up to 20 just because it's been difficult to parry him. I didn't want to take any blocks to the face. All right, so I go back in. I launch my special 2. It takes him down most of the way. Well, 43%. He's got a special 2. I'm going to block those. I don't evade his special 2. Just not smart. And rinse and repeat. So I wait till I'm on a falter. I'm almost up to my special 2 again. Oh, and by the way, I did have an indestructible boost on here, and I did boost up to the gills. I had both power back and special increased special attack on my thing. I am going to be taking another fight immediately after this, so I felt okay about putting in max boosting thing. And generally, I tend to max boost every fight because I would hate to die and think that if I had just max boosted, it would have been a win. All right, so Ebony Maw goes down. Not a problem. I should really stop being worried and nervous about fighting him because he's really not that difficult. Now, this fight, Mags, I hate fighting Mags, especially on this node because you can't parry him, can't stun him. And the only really reliable ways that I can see getting around that unstoppable Mags has is either the wall bank method, and I don't know if you guys see the wall bank method, but it is pretty much backing up against the wall, baiting a heavy, and then charging into him as soon as he launches the heavy, and then dashing back. And that does put his unstoppable back on a timer. But I don't like doing that, especially with Thing. I haven't been able to repeat that very reliable with him. So that means the second way that you can deal with Mags on this node, and it is just constantly intercepting. And I can intercept okay. I would say I'm about 80% good at intercepting, except when I have to intercept. And sometimes it gets into my head that I'm going to have to intercept, and I rush in, not 100% knowing that I'm going to be able to land that intercept. Luckily, though, for this fight, it's not that bad. I don't believe I missed an intercept here. There are a couple times in there where I got extremely, extremely lucky and was able to get one. And you're going to see that in this fight. I do get hit a couple times against this Magneto, but again, I have the indestructible boost, so I'm feeling pretty good. I also want to stay away from any kind of special 2s because I can reliably dex the special 2, except when I can't. And then he just takes off a buttload of health off me. If my protection doesn't proc. All right, so I'm relying on special 3. This is a conduit defender. I don't want to launch my special 1 and special 2 and risk him regenning back any of his health. So I do only stick to my special 3s. I do have a pretty big unstoppable and unblockable right now. I don't use it for some reason. Well, I guess I'll do a couple times there. But the guy is down to 56%. I'm a little bit, time is ticking away. I'm almost 2 minutes into this fight. I need to get this thing done with. So I'm going to get up to a special 3 as soon as possible, trying to make some of those reliable intercepts, dex the special 1s, stay away from the special 2s, and that should be a recipe for success as long as I keep it slow and I don't make any really dumb, stupid mistakes. You also see this is a hazard shift, shock, bleed. I'm immune to shock and bleed, so it's just a really beefy Magneto that I cannot stun. I have to play stun immune. And I almost just pushed him to a special 2 here. But again, this fight is taking way too long. I am not comfortable fighting this guy 100% all the time. But in hands of a better player, this fight is a piece of cake. Launch my special 3. Hopefully this takes him down most of the way. And we can move on to my last fight. Okay, 16% left. I have my unblockable, unstoppable. Brad, what are you doing? Just freaking go into him? All right. So I finally do go into him, and he is down. All right, thank God. That guy is over. Magneto, I'm not a huge fan of that fight. But anyway. All right, so my next fight is against Mr. Negative. I take this guy twice in AQ every day. Really easy. I don't like dexing his special 1s, even though I can reliably do it. I want to stick to his special 2s because those are so much more easy. This node is hazard shift, shock, bleed. Again, Thing does not care, and it's also nervous steel. So he's going to proc those shields periodically, and I've got to hit into his block to get rid of them. I'm also going to stick with my special 2s. I don't go up to a special 3. I just feel that special 2 is the way to go with this guy. And I should have taken out off his shielding before I threw that special 2. That was my bad and a mistake. I'll rectify for next week. All right, so his shield is getting up there. I have to focus on hitting into his block. He's going to have 6 pretty soon. You see here that I'm just blocking his special ones. They don't do a whole lot of damage. Alright, he's up to 7 shields. I gotta get some of those down if I want to do any damage. And I launched the special 2. Thank God he only hit me once, didn't do a full 5-hit combo. That would have been disastrous. But again, it's all about taking it slow and taking it easy, remaining in control of the fight, which I am. Taking block hits when I can. It just means another potion. I'm going to have to heal up if I have a future fight. So just taking it slow and easy. Mr. Negative is really not that hard. I don't want to parry him. I don't want him to build up his light energy and convert it to dark energy. I don't want to worry about the reverse controls. And you see here, I ended the fight with 62%, to quite a bit of block damage, but I do end up getting it down. All right, so that was my last fight. My streak is now up to 30. My dream account